David from Lake Constance, the German side. Okay. Uh, I've been watching your videos for about a year now, and I really appreciate how directly you answer questions. No long speeches, just clear explanations that anyone can follow. Okay. I'm glad. I have a question I haven't seen covered yet, and that is for clean power. I'm planning to install a dedicated line from the main service panel to my listening room, good, used only for my audio system. Would there be any disadvantages to connecting different audio components to different phases in a three-phase setup to balance the load? Could the 120-degree phase shift between them introduce noise or grounding issues? And if I were to use several PS Audio power regenerators, would the sine waves they produce be synchronized with each other? Greetings from Lake Constance on the German side, which I have no idea where Lake Constance is. Okay, well, first off, no problem synchronizing because the synchronicity of the AC signal comes in frequency, right? And everything coming into your house is, regardless of the phase, is synchronized in time. So you wouldn't have a problem with that. For grounding and for hum and for, I have heard opinions go here and here. And I'm always of the opinion that we should do it in the same phase. I don't have a good basis for that thought process. I have heard both sides of the argument to where if you're, in your home, at least here in America, we have like 240 volts coming in, and there's at least two phases, sometimes three, but mostly there's two phases, 120 going this way and 120 going this way. Together on the outside, you get 240 volts, and runs your dryer, right? So on the one hand, it's almost like a separate circuit running that phase for, say, all your source equipment, and then this phase for all your power equipment. I guess where I get a little wigged out is the grounding issue could be problematic, and a lot of people go to a lot of trouble with separate grounding stakes, with trying to keep everything safe. And basically, I'm just a weenie when it comes to AC power. I am afraid of it. I've had the crap shocked out of me, and I have a great deal of respect for it. So being your basic weenie, I would stick with the same phase, because honestly, I don't think it's going to make that much difference either way. What I would focus on is not one dedicated line to your listening room. If you can afford it, have a dedicated line, multiple dedicated lines, one for each regenerator should have its own dedicated line, and then from there feed off on the equipment. So you said what, three? So 3 dedicated lines. That's what we did upstairs and downstairs in the listening lab. Every single AC socket has its own dedicated line. That, because of the resistance and all of that from the separate cable, that really makes a huge difference. It's audible. And the other, I just play it safe personally, but good luck.